Yes, 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 yes. Today is Monday, people. Today is, I don't remember the date, but it's a Monday, the last weekend of August. The last weekend of August 2026. Now let's talk about my indefinite.
Everything okay?
Yeah, good buddy.
Yeah? Right.
I'll see you.
I'll catch you later, right?
Okay then. You're looking lean, bro.
Huh?
You look lean.
Wait.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. Anyway. I can catch you up.
Yeah, we shall talk. We shall talk tomorrow anytime.
Yeah.
All right then.
All right.
Yeah. In 2020, when was that? 2011. No, in 2010. You know what happened in 2010? I was here 10 years. Remember, I had returned as a student. And the first 4 years, 2001, 2, 3, and 4, I was an overseas student. Overseas international student. I've returned to the UK to study at the Sheila International University, London City College, King's, whatever, Waterloo. And subsequently, I would go to America twice. I continue my studies. I'm the only student to graduate with 2 degrees. I finished in 2004. I returned back to Uganda to continue with my business enterprises, Paramount Investments and Entertainment. You know the business already, you know it. And my absence had rendered my business a bit redundant, you know what I mean? So things were not really running as I expected. I have returned with the consignment of computers and things like that, you know, pretty much to get going. So 2005, January, February, I'm setting up shop, I'm putting back things in order, but I'm beginning to struggle. I've been away and all my people, my contacts, all my networks, they see me as munabulaya keguso ina sente. Yes, na ina sente. When it's business, it is business. You don't just flaunt money around and do things reckless. Then I realized that I don't think this thing is going to work. It wasn't going to work. So by the end of February, I've made the decision. I'm in Uganda now for 3 months. And when it comes to business, I'm touch and go. But I was struggling. So I said, no, let me return to the UK. I still had my valid visa to pursue further studies. And I returned back. That is the famous party I made in Angenois discotheque. And then I'm back. Subsequently, I would again become an international student. I would enroll to the university. Those who don't know this, let me explain to you. As an overseas student, we used to have many colleges here. College, you know what a college is? And a university, they are 2 different things. So when you went to the local colleges, you were categorized as pursuing further education. Are you with me? Subsequently, I would enroll into the Metropolitan University, London Metropolitan, London Met. Then I would become an overseas student to pursue law and international politics. Get me? That is 2008. So by 2010, I'm here 10 years. So under the rules, immigration rules, there was what they called the 10-year rule. It used to be 4 years And the year I graduate, the first time, they changed it to 10 years. So I was caught in that limbo, the immigration limbo, but I didn't mind. Let's continue. October the 30th, 2010, I submitted my application online. Everything they requested. So they come back to me in January 2011. Mufuna bulungi nnyo. My application was unsuccessful. It was unsuccessful. And I was like, what's going on here? So I had to engage a lawyer. Remember the lawyer, Sonia, very beautiful lady. Yeah. She took on my case. And what she subsequently found out was that I had a driving offense, which I hadn't declared. It had been spent. It was a drink driving offense in 2008. No. 2005. Yes. When I first bought my car, I was coming from a party. Then they stopped us. The police, as always, they do their job, and they breathalyzed. So I was over the limit, but they didn't give me anything. They just gave me, no, they banned me. I was banned for whatever, some period. Okay, for 2 years, something like that. So within 2 years, I had my license back. Everything was okay. So that's 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in 2011, when the Home Office, you call it the Home Office, casework, decision, whatever they make the decisions, they said, you didn't declare your conviction. So we go to the tribunal, but they didn't turn up. So my argument was that the offense had been spent, which was true. Even the judge didn't have any qualm. The judge didn't question that. So the judge wanted to know the argument the Home Office had for making my application unsuccessful. But they didn't defend their position, so they grant me. So I am granted indefinite leave to remain on the premise of an immigration tribunal. Kati, I have shared a test I did, life in the UK. You people, I'm going to reveal to you so many things. Kakati, if you check the date on that life in the UK test, it says 2013. Are you with me? I did that test in 2010. I did that test in 2010. But back in the day, I probably didn't save a copy of it. So I requested a copy of that test so that I have it for my records. And around that time, I was supposed to apply for naturalization. Are you with me? In 2013. Kati mumbuze ekibuuzo nti Kegusi gwafuna akatabo ke UK. Do you have a British passport? Kati, that's a very tough question to answer. I don't have it, and I've never given it much thought. In China, passport yange ye Uganda. Actually, now I have the East African passport. Those are the things you don't know. To be maso. Buli omu alina reason emukozesa ekintu. In other words, we all have reasons why we do things. Nze information gye bayina ku nze okuviira ddala ku embasa y'e Uganda, nze si claimingako kintu kye siri. naye abantu bangi nnyo abaasaba okusingira ddala asylum. Obutabo baabuyuzanga baaclaiminga kye bataalinga. Olina agamba ndi Munyarwanda, olina agamba ndi mu TZ, olina agamba ndi mu Somali, ndi mu Sudaani, ndi mu anything ng'okola story yo. Okiraba? That means bw'ayingira system wano teyalina travel document gyeyawaayo. Mukimanya ekyo? Kati abasinga bonna when it came to that point of making the decision baba granting babeeranga forced okunaturalizinga. Kubanga era abadde aclaiminze buclaiminze kuba bamugamba nti leeta passport ya Burundi nga tosobola agifuna, leeta passport ya Somalia nga tagirina. Are you with me? That is one other side. Kakati ne weesanga nti kambayite ba migrants oba immigrants. Kati ffe wenajjira wano nga ndi student, as a student nalina kye bayita non-immigrant status. Nga nina obutuuze, najja n'obutuuze wano kye bayita legal status. As an international student, era nga nabundi, I had my privileges. Kyenva mulaba nti I was able to do what? Eric, how are you? Okukola ebintu binasobola okukola entitlements. Naye nga mu 2013 nga nkola paperwork oyo era nga mukwasa lawyer. I've had this lawyer for a very long time. She's been dealing with my immigration matters. Era yakola ne ku bintu bya mutabani wange omuleeta wano. She's a very good lawyer. Muyindi. Akati era nga nchecking akungamba, Patrick, you're due to apply for your British. You need to naturalize everything. No, I'm still thinking about it. But I don't know. When kino ekintu ekyokugamba nti no, you relinquish your citizenship, kitegeeza ki? Mwanche kitegeeza nti oba ofuna kye bayita protected status. Kati ndi munna Uganda era mwenna mukimanyi. You all know it. There is no hiding about it. Kakati ng'enkya mbagamba nti ndi British. Manyi kye mba nkoze? Nkwata application n'engiteekayo. Kati application eyo mba nsaba ku naturalizinga to become a citizen. Naye nga ndi mutuuze already wano, I'm resident, bambalanga resident omutuuze. Kati we all have the same rights, the same privileges. Buli kimu. Kati nze ku kese yange kimutamanyi. Nze sikola ki? Nze sifuna kamwanyi. You will see my passport. Njabibalaga. Mulimu no recourse to public funds. Era sijanga kumwanyi ya wano. But mbaddewo na ne support nga mbaddewo era nga mbeerawo. Ate nali mbaddewo for the last 25 years mbaddewo. Akati there is a very big conflict oba kye bayita double whammy conundrum. Manyi kyekiregeeza? Akati kegusigenda mpola otuddusa speed. It goes slow. It goes slow. Kye bayita dual citizenship kitegeeza ki? Nti ndi wano ndi n'eri by descent and by naturalization. I'm conflicted. Kakati mba, I'm on the losing end. Kubye Uganda, or when, how should I call it? You cease and desist. You cease. I will be ceasing to be what I am, and then becoming what I am. Obutuuze bwange obwange ngate bufuuka bwaki bwanjawulo nga nfuuka Mungereza. Awo muntegeddewo bulungi nnyo. So that is a very tough question to answer, and it is very conflicted in many ways. Ndi Kegus, lwaki tolina passport ya UK? That is the answer I will give you. Nze nagenda okukiraba, I felt it. Nti, you know, of course there's a lot to lose, but is it deserving? Kyentegeeza nti komawe Uganda. Nze ndi muna Uganda kwaku. Hey people, ndi muna Uganda. Era kubeera muna Uganda nkyeyagaliramu nnyo. It is what is me. And senga kinali nzijiddemu, era abantu bangi nnyo baŋŋamba nga naakajja wano bwe nali ku holiday ku visit, nti weeweeyo, nti akatabo kasuule, sijui whatever. Kati ebiseera ebyo nga byakwewaayo nga Munyarwanda. Naye nze omusajja yali ataddeyo all the documents ku embassy ez'amakampuni gange, bank statements ziriko mitwalo gya $, sente mmeka. How was that going to be possible? It wasn't going to be possible. Ate nali muto nga ndi proud nga neepanka, nze ne girlfriend, ye girlfriend n'asigala wano. Ekyo mukimanyi already. Ffe twatikkanga ba girlfriends ku nyonyi ne tujja nabo e London. Yes, nti nkutwala London kola shopping. Waliwo asobola okukola ebintu ebyo, ye ne sente muzirina, ze mwononeya ku bakazi. Ebyo twabikola tuli mu 20s, tuyingira 30s, tuli mu 40s, kati tuli mu 50s. Nze Uganda nkomawo nabagamba dda 2030 Kegusi 2030 ali Kyaddondo. Era ne bagamba nti it might even be sooner than that. Kemunda be Uganda. I repeat, Kemunda be Uganda. Banchigadde. End of. Kati ntandike another chapter of my life. Ngenda kuweza 55 people. Kakati ebirungi bye nayagala okukola nabikola ndi mu 65. Yes, kale ndabika bulungi. Correct. You're still young. Okyali muvubuka muto. Senga mwandaba we najja wano e London. Wo. Nali kibooko. Nali bana abavubuka bola banogamba I wish I'm like him. Nabagamba na inspiring abantu bangi nnyo. Abantu abandabanga ne bawulira ne bategeera ne bagamba nti Keguso yava London. That was the flip side of being a Musama. Nze ntandika ebintu by'Abasama e Uganda. Ekyo kyo njakitekako nekiki ne line 2000, 2001, 2002, 3 and 4 every December Kegusi would return. Convoy Kitsawe, Kampala Road, together Tavani, together what doing in dungeon, what all the beautiful girls want. Nababuuza wala abo nabona balidda abanage munonyeeko. All the girls used to hang around Kegusi. Man, That's a long time ago. But that is life. That is life. So get a bogezi nti because I'm an old man. Ganti keguso kuze. Nowane kegusitani kwokogera ebintu ebyo nga ali wepanka. You were ng'okuntuukirira okunsemberera. Hey, I'm telling you. But anyway, let's cut the ranting about Chiribwetiti. Ebintu by'okubulaya kuno biri bitambulira mu system oba kyetuyita systems analysis nti one thing follows another and it's a gradual process. Bw'oba oyingira ku kisaawe bakubuuza ekibuuzo kimu if you've traveled through immigration on airports. What is the purpose of your visit today? I'm here on holiday. You're welcome. I'm here to study. You're welcome. If somebody today asks me, what was your purpose when you came to the UK? That is the answer I will give. My purpose was to study. And did you achieve that? Correct. Ya degrees lina. Chebaita achievements I attained. Bantu banji nyo baba kubyaba leta kuno. And it is for the obvious reasons that sometimes we don't see. Reason is you know, naivety, ignorance, misguidance, you know, influence. People get distracted. But you have got to stick to the narrative. Mufuna bulungi nnyo. Kyobola kati abamu tusobodde okukikubanga ndi bakegusi bo bakikoze batya mukikoze mutya. How? It's just staying focused. Staying focused. And being who you are. Naye abantu bajja kuno ne bafuuka bye batali. Ne bafuuka bye batali ne be I don't know. Kati nze kati ndabye abantu bangi nnyo kati nga bannayuganda abafunye buli kimu on a silver plate ng'amba empapula naye ebintu ebibalema kuno and they are struggling. Ne bayiga omwenge, ne bayiga ebidagalagala, ne bayiga emize. Mufuna bulungi nnyo. Nze sirina bintu ebyo. Sibirina. The only things that I've had troubles with, it is my health. Nature choja factoring mu kintu kimu nti n'emyaka kegusto kyali 25 kegusto 30 really sweet. Okazi banjagala nnyo, okazi banjagala. This boy, don't call me a boy. I'm not your boy. I'm a man. They think I'm young. Wait, give me a patch. Come. So, yeah. So, nakula life in the UK test etegezachi. Back in the day, I don't know what it is today now. That is about 15 years ago. You would buy a book from W.H. Smith. The book was pink, purple. And you would read the book, answer some questions, and then you would go to the examination center and do the questionnaire questions, ABCD answering. If you talk about P7, Who is the Queen of England? Then you circle. Things like that. The world watch our mind. But, and then they would introduce another test, which was called ISO. English for speakers of other languages. ISO.
You look small, lad. I'm fucking not. Shut up.
Oh, you know, but he has given an exemption because of the Commonwealth. You know the Commonwealth countries? Yeah. They gave me an exemption. I didn't have to do that test. And then the application. That is in 2010, not 2013. I've told you 2013. That is a copy. I requested a copy of the certificate. So sit tight. I'm going to give you more revelations. Mutegere, ebibera. If I took a piece of records, I have all my records. Buli kimu nkitereka. I don't miss about. You've got to keep records. So, but this year, you know it. It's 25 years. Okay, 26, coming to 26. Gandhi mu diaspora. It was never something that I sat down and planned. It's something that mutated on me, to grow on me, and it was about time and place. You know, you're in one place, and then the time keeps going. You're this and that. You know, you've seen it all unveil. You've seen it. Kati, I've been on this Facebook since 2007. You remember when Facebook came out? We used to have, it was called Space, MySpace. You remember MySpace? You don't know these things. There used to be something called MySpace. You would put your picture and then you took like your profile, and there wasn't things like Facebook. Facebook came later. Yes, but there was MySpace. I will probably give you a talk on that, and you see what was there before. Even there used to be LimeWire. LimeWire used to be the YouTube. You'd take a whole day to download a song. You remember LimeWire? Today YouTube is just instant. That is a new thing. What else do you remember? Then you used to have messaging, chat messaging. Yeah, I think that is what became WhatsApp. Yeah. It was picked up by BlackBerry. Then I think that became WhatsApp. But there used to be a messaging service before. I'll tell you. Anyway, that is it for today. No more, no less. Ati mutegedde. You are in the know. You are in the know, people. I have some money on me. Coins. It used to cost 20p for a bus. 20p. You see 20p here? In 2000. Then it went to 50p. Then it went to 90p. Then £1.20. Today it is £3.20. From 20 pence. See how things have changed? Anything else you want to know? Or you don't know?